Alright, so, I had left off... Well, let's get moving. Let's get this to load first. I had left off at, there was like a sort of, I guess, a vision quest? Is what we're gonna call it. So let's head over and get that moving. I don't know how I caused it to occur. Like, I have a general idea, but I don't know why. Like, well, we'll just do what I thought I needed to do and see what happens. Hold on. Hold on. Don't go without me. So I don't know, like, the whole of what even I need to do with this, but I think I need to... The little flame, the little lantern I get, I think the first most important thing is to not keep it running, not keep it out all the time. Like, there's a conceal option for a reason, I think. So I gotta go grab an artifact, and then I gotta go take it to the bell. And then once I do, that will be the proper resumption of our journey. Okay. Any of these are fine. I like how we can use the water here as a reference. You know, I don't know why. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know why I don't just put the scout launcher out and just have that just aim forward for me, but nah, I have to manage this. For a second, I was like, wait a second. I couldn't quite remember where the I don't even know, the bell or whatever is. But yeah, if I didn't, you know, if I'm the heal dragon on this, then I've got plenty of time, and it's way underwater, or somewhat underwater. Alright, so I put this down, I take a nap, and I think it should kick me right out. Or I think I wait a little bit and then it's running. Or I think I hold this and doze off. I think you have to be holding it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you gotta be holding it. And now I'm not wearing my suit. And this is where you can go back. Or no, I'm already here. Okay, you have to be holding it and then doze off, and then everything else is done. I don't have to go back to another step. So the real meat begins now. Oh, you know what? Even with the way the light's set up there, I think that's the whole point. I think I'm supposed to be chasing that. Oh yeah, that's what I need to get to in the end. Oh, I can run up. Oh. I'm not doing this on my own. So they go in. So at the top. I don't know what I'm doing here. Can I see that again? I'll have to do that next loop, I guess. So they get in there, they wait, and then the lights go out. Oh, I guess I can do it again. Okay, so I'm looking at these, and I guess it seems there's more than one. Yeah, getting each of these right. So each tower must correspond to one. You go to the top, you wait for the light to go out, and then something. So they take the artifact and something. So once the lights go out, they do something with it. Is this how they're telling me to? I have to. Do I have to? I wonder if I have to take the knowledge in for each of these. Like, I need to figure out what they mean on the outside before I can go in. So they're all defaulting to the same symbol. So if I conceal the light, is it still going to kick me out? Oh, dumping into the water will immediately kick you back out. Interesting, okay. One more time. Okay, I'm not wearing clothes, I'm good. Or not wearing, well, I'm wearing something, but... Surprised that didn't knock me out. Oh, wait, come back. Damn it, I messed up. I just wasn't sure if I could even do that from outside. These are still lit. I haven't begun a second vision quest. I'm still on the first one. So going in the water... So yeah. So one way or another... I'm not allowed to do this yet. Man, they really do not like me. It's the moment I'm in the light. I feel like some of this is really important. I can create light, but I've got to get rid of it. I can't take these out. I wonder if dropping the artifact works. I wonder if that'll kick me out. We'll see. Okay, every candle I can see is gone. Nope. I can't drop it with I can't drop it with it focused. I can't drop it with it concealed. I wonder if casting your own shadow onto this bridge will make it safer. Nope. So yeah, they're wanting me to get to the point where I'm gonna double check this. I'm gonna go and re-evaluate the scene, but I think they may tell me what I need for each of these if I go to one of the towers and let the lights go out. And then, like, it gets dark and I walk out. Yeah, these I can't. These I can't do yet. Let me just crack this open and get a glimpse. Okay, it happens on its own. Okay, 3 of them. So they say, oh, I'll go up to the towers. So there's three towers, I'm pretty sure. So somehow you take the stairs into the tower, and the tower views another tower. So you wait for darkness to show up. Or the light, whatever, light to go out. And then you exit. And it takes you somewhere that you need to be. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get to to the staircase for that one tower. I think there may just be 2 towers, and this I'm overthinking this. Well, I guess I can also just If I want to wake up, I can do any number of things that'll kick me out immediately. Okay. Suit on. Oh. That's how much time I spent out here? Yeah, the water here is going down, yeah. I want my raft. Alright, now the real question is... I need to get, like, there. And another tower should be opposite it. Oh, that's not... That's not gonna be it. You know what? Oh, I hate that. I hope they fix that. We'll come back. Alright, so... I need to get to... there was a... I'm gonna check the ship's log, but there's a, there's like a staircase that leads up to one of the towers, and it's not visible unless you have maybe fire or like a lantern. I found a projection that reveals a cave entrance at the base of a rocky island with a tall tower. Light coming out of the vault gave me a vision of climbing a spiral staircase to a room near the top of a tower. One of the stranger's inhabitants pointed at a mural of the tower beneath a nighttime sky, then picked up an artifact and left the room. Sometime later, the lamps next to the mural went dark, revealing a secret passage. Man, the PC controls for the for the map navigation are terrible. I wonder if you can change them. A narrow gorge along the rightmost branch of the river. There are dwellings built into the cliff faces high above. Yeah, I haven't gotten that yet. A slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. Several slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. Already gotten all that. I discovered a vast subterranean lake beneath the submerged structure. The sealed vault is resting on the shore of the lake. There are 3 interfaces, each marked with one of the 3 symbols from the vault. I rotated the mechanism in front of the vault, causing it to strain against the chains holding it shut. Moments later, rays of green light spilled out of the vault. And that's our vision quest. Or that's one of our visions. I found a strange vault wrapped in chains and marked with 3 glowing symbols. A slide reel from the river low lens shows a strange vault being closed and sealed with chains and a glowing symbol. A slide rail from the cinder aisles showed a glowing symbol and chains appear around a strange vault. A slide rail from the hidden gorge showed a glowing symbol and chains appear. Okay. Let me review that. I think they're telling me where each of these are. Yeah, each of these areas has a tower. River, Lowlands, Cinder Isles, and Hidden Gorge. So I think the River Lowlands is the easiest one to find, maybe? Or I don't know, we'll just go there and see what happens. What I'm hoping is that I can find that whatever leads to that spiral staircase, or, well, the staircase up to a tower that I couldn't get into. Ah, alright. We're good. Our surprisingly durable wooden spaceship is fine. Okay, yeah, these are right here. Alright, I gotta go down and push first. That'll make sense. I don't see a tower here. I'm gonna go to the first tower I could find, which is that one. I think the other tower is technically hidden, or I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna get to the tower and I'll just investigate until I figure it out. Alright, I could swear the tower, I need to get to, like, that spot. That protruding rock there. So if I can take a lantern with me, I'm gonna do it. Well, I mean, there's gonna be one here. And... they make it look like it's from here or something. Doesn't look very sturdy. I think it's gonna just fall right off. Well, maybe they instead mean this cave that goes in. Maybe it's like not literal. Well, this looks accurate. Oh, here we go. Here's the mural. I want to explore everything. Oh, I want this, though. Okay. Come back to that in a bit. Ooh, fancy. There's the bell. House. Tower. Cave. I'm gonna try to find a theater. I think it's over there. I think that's gonna be our viewing area. I hope. Right? Yeah, this has to be. No lantern right now, though. Put that in there for a minute, and then I'll come back. I am kind of feeling like I should be playing this in a controller, though, just because, like, I know they recommend it. It's just, man, it's like, I controlling the camera with an analog stick sucks. But everything else seems to be so much more geared towards controller. Okay. Alright, what do we got? The symbol. What could it be? Oh, oh. I see, that's where we live. Ooh, what? And you're just allowed to go right in? What? Ah, it's funny how I seem to have gotten that right. That was why there was the noise. I bet you each of those... I bet each of those has, maybe an answer... or part of the solution for the, like, the code I need in order to open up the... We'll see. Let's open up the vault. Oh, come on. Just had to bounce. Just got out of the shower post VR stream. Base station replacement work. Well, that's good. That's good. Especially considering how flimsy they seem to be. I'll be going until about 6:30 or 6:45 Central, and then I gotta go. Not that I don't intend to finish. Just, you know, over time. I'm gonna let this just sit, and hopefully the lights go off. Hopefully I don't have to wait too long for that. I mean, surely they would not put you in a position where you can't do this without, like, coming in at a particular time, because it would be really difficult to tell when. Although the lights going out would probably correspond to it would correspond to the... I had to figure out exactly what time the what time does the dam go out? I can't like wait to make this go longer, to go faster, can I? I think I'm gonna have to just come back when the dam is out and like swim in. You know, it would be better to just go to one of the like inside the base tower here, like the center of it. Does this tell me anything? I mean, it tells me where I need to go for each of the... Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go inside. Let's go remove the one that apparently is the right one to do. Oh, it's already here. Oh, what did I just do? I got inside. Ooh, what is this? Is this how... Oh, hold on a sec. What does this do? Hold on. So that's just recessed now. Ooh, more fire. Ooh. Oh no. Yikes. They look pretty rough when, you know, like dead. Oh. They want me to nestle inside? Hold on a sec. I don't even have an artifact. I might have to grab one if you don't mind. Well, let's, crap. That's why we need to doze off, because I want to have the fire in here, and they've all got fire. Oh, man. Don't do me like that. I have to go all the way back to that. I'm gonna do that next, yeah. I'm already a chunk of the way in. Oh, right, I can't progress time at this fire, right. Yeah, so I have to go into the fire here. Was there ever a way of figuring out what time it was? Or do I have to just wait a bit? I'll wait like 2 minutes. I'll wait 1 minute to start. Yeah, but I can't see it right now. Well, there we go, okay. Now I gotta hurry up and get inside. Like, I know they show some stuff, like, the cracks forming, but I don't know what time that is. I want to know in minutes, not in, like, how far gone the Hourglass Twins are, or not the Hourglass Twins. How far gone the, Brittle Hollow is. Or I guess, you know, the Hourglass Twins are literally, like, they go once or twice in a sitting. I thought this would go out already. Yeah, I don't think I'm good enough at reading the environment. Like, I think it's meant for smart people. I'm dumb as bricks. There's the current state of the sun. Yeah, and I can't, like, if I can't pinpoint I can see the sun. I can't pinpoint my location. No, I know what I'm pretty confident I need to wait. I just don't know how many minutes. I need to kill the lights. Let me just, like, sit and wait and just, like, leave it just for a minute. I'd imagine that this thing, it feels a little bit tipped over. And they say to, like, look at this and don't look at me and just sit and wait. just be patient. I mean, the dude was literally like, you fucking sit there. I'm gonna take this artifact. Don't touch anything. Maybe. I definitely don't feel stuck. I have stuff I can chase. I have like three different things I can mess around, or probably four different things I can mess around with. One thing I know I could do sooner than this, but I want to see. Like I don't want to. I don't want like the next cycle is when I can most conveniently grab another artifact. So I'm not in a hurry to go and like make a loop around the entire uh, ring world to go back to this. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that the the corpses of the aliens are right there, like and like not so skeletal like the Nomai. Like they're somewhat preserved almost. It feels more real. Sun's pretty red. I don't know why there's this weird kind of like glow around this. Oh, one light has gone out. I think it may have maybe it's already been out. I think I would have noticed that. It's a shame my character doesn't carry a wristwatch. How does the sun look? Still pretty red. Surprised this giant rotating thing can't be used as a clock. Still only one light. One light's out. It's a shame. Like if I could get a good glimpse of the Hourglass twins, I could have a good idea of where we're at because I could at least see how much sand is left on. It's hard to say. If I could see them, then I could see how much sand is left on Ash Twin. Oh, is that meant to be what I think it is? It didn't occur to me how many yeah, it didn't occur to me how much you can see the stars going supernova. Oh, this is important. This is gonna be it. Nah, I don't know how to be in there, though. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is important. It's at the last minute that it goes out. But I don't know. Damn it. I need to go down, not up. Hold on, hold on. I'm doing so good here. Here, here. The light should be going out. You're killing me. They're covered in water. Even that one. That's kind of hilarious, though. It's like tumbling, and I'm on a washing machine. Take me on your vision quest. I have no idea what the... Okay, I see it. Okay, it took me a second to figure out what's going on water-wise here. Well, I guess this isn't it. Yeah, the lights are still going. Oh, yep, yep. Oh, fine. Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab an artifact and jump in one of those fires and see what happens. Island Tower, let's see. I found a tower that sits atop one of the center aisles. The upper floors can only be reached from a second entrance at the back of the tower. I found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants opening a secret passage in a round room filled with lanterns and murals. The inhabitants are shown filling into 3 of these rooms throughout the stranger. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab an artifact. We're gonna go grab some fire and see what happens. Nope. Mess it up. Okay. Alright, let's go to the tower and just see what do... Or I guess any of these locations that have the... Yeah, all three of these are going to have it. Choose the closest one and go from there. Is it this one? It should be round, right? Yeah, let's go. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're joining our spooky friends. Yep. Oh, there's an extra location only for... So I needed to find the one that had it. Well, let's against my better judgment, let's do the one that's populated, that there's no opening for, and see what happens. 10 seconds should be enough. Oh, they're all empty. Okay, that's not a good sign. Hopefully there aren't a lot of jump scares in this. Famous last words. Alright. Have the regular jump. Like a normie. Oh my god, the moment I light one of these... You're gonna do some spooks. I don't know where I need to be here. I think I'm coming towards their civilization, though. I can sort of see it in the distance. Well, I'm not there yet. Oh man, I'm not... Oh, it is October. I'm sort of not in the mood for spooks right now. Oh. Yeah, that was sort of what they were doing earlier. Where you had to focus stuff through that, whatever this thing is. Kind of seems like this entire area might have been their home planet. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Okay. Just to confirm. And they made a recreation of it somehow in the dreamscape. Ooh, oh, teleport. Okay, cool. Hand port. And there's another one. Somewhere. Do you focus through it? I'm supposed to be able to get... I guess maybe this is a destination. I don't know. It's a destination. Not really super clear on how to get back to that building I saw. Assuming I need to get there in the first place. Or maybe I already got it, I don't know. I'm not sure this is the start or not. This is the start. Pretty sure. How do I get to it? Well, I don't know if that was a good idea or not. That just takes me back around. Yeah, I'm curious how I get over there. And the problem that I'm kind of looking at as well is that, like, I only have 22 minutes to do this. It seems they don't kick you out for, like, going off the beaten path, which is nice. I'm glad they don't just, like, jump scare you and kick you out. But, like, what to do, though? That's gonna be tricky to figure out. If I had like a raft or something. It would be really great if they didn't keep you on the timer. Like if time paused. That would be excellent. Ooh, here we go. Here's a something. Or was a something. Oh. Oh, why though? Why? Oh, you dick. Oh, and that's why you need to get there soon enough, because otherwise... If you don't get in soon enough... So you have to avoid the fire. Oh, you might have to conceal it. That's your concealing option, so you keep it. Yeah, so you have to do this before... Oh, that's funny. The surface here doesn't show if you're underwater. That's a rendering issue. A lot of games have that. They can only do, I think, so many transparent surfaces in a row. I think it was supposed to be a deferred rendering related issue. I don't remember. Stop going to the main. Stop going to the options menu. I just want to meditate. I don't want to change settings. It's funny how, because of this, the Nomai tech is interfacing with other alien tech. Because they have to, because the Ashwin project is literally recording this. And technically, Harthian technology is as well, because the Harthian technology is built on Nomai. What did I learn? The woodlands. A dense forest along the banks of a river. I heard music coming from a candlelit building across the water. Found a covered bridge leading into the darkest part of the forest. I need to see what happens if I try to conceal my my flame around the whatever the creatures are, whatever the third aliens. Yeah, if there were proper jump scares in this game, then I would have kind of been upset. But that's kind of cool, though, having them basically, like, blow out your lantern. Like, that's a good way to handle it. Like, they're not really hostile, they just don't want you there. It's so funny how I had this right. Like, I heard the mechanism, and I just bumped, like, I had bumped into it and didn't recognize what was going on. Because I was picking up the lanterns trying to figure out, like, where I should move each of them. And I actually had it once. I just didn't act on it. Okay, so that one's the one I'm coming in from. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was sort of almost right on that too. It seems my MO is walking right up to stuff and then ignoring it. I keep trying to use my non-existent suit thrusters for this. No, yeah, I heard the door, and I was like, it didn't seem to correlate to anything, so I thought it was time based. So I was like trying to figure out if I should be listening or looking around for the sun, or something, or maybe like I was thinking maybe it was something like I had lost the. Here we go. Oh, that's what. Yeah, I remember now. Maybe I had managed to lose the dam so early. And I am struggling to remember how I got up here in the first place. And I feel like I'm in a hurry too because I don't know if the sun goes out or not. I know the other one does. R is the button. I gotta remember that. R to conceal. R to make sure you can't blow out my lantern. Having no sense of direction is so rough. I think they're doing an Inception related thing where like I think you should be able to hear stuff from the outside world. It's like you can hear the jingle for the sun going out. And the bells that you're hearing on the you could see them walking around. How do I get up here? You can see them walking around in the building. I should just be following the lights and not dicking around with this. Oh, it must be really short. It must be just literally this. And I had to light the... Or I don't know. You have to shine light through this. Wait, hold on a sec. Why is it through here, though? To go... You know, it must be something like, Oh... okay, the light's creating stuff. I need to get rid of the light for this one. For the other structure. Ooh, okay, there we go. It's coming to me? Oh, and I have only just the one here. Oh, wait, I guess it just kind of does its own thing. Oh, because it's going to take me direct, like, regardless of what I do. It's just going to take me into here. Oh, man. But where is it taking me? Is it on a loop? This looks like that hidden ravine thing from earlier. Well, I don't know, any random ravine, I guess. But they got their structures on it. Kind of looks like that's their planet up there too, or well, I don't know if they're maybe like twin planet or whatever. Are we good? No, 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 no! Damn it! Come on! I was doing well, doing real well there. Ravine? I don't know. This might be potato-potato kind of thing. Well, the stuff is still lit up, so I'm a chunk of the way there. I still can't get over the route stuff. And that's just gonna fry my brain if I think about it right now. Meanwhile, like the at least one of the, I don't know if it's the original or the or covers of it. They say specifically, they call out and then wait Route 66 over and over and over again. And I don't know if that's them making fun of it or if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, and I just can't. I'll get hung up on that all day. Oh, oh, that's gonna kick me out real soon. Yeah, that's the It's coming up soon, too. Yep. Wow, that's an awesome way to do it, too. It's very reminiscent of Inception. Don't go to the options menu. Yeah, English is just a bunch of other languages in a trench coat. Nothing makes sense. The rules aren't consistent. I wish I had grown up with another native language. Or I don't know, maybe it's better for me to start with English because then I'm used to all the garbage. And then everything else is just a step up from there. I don't know. I kind of feel like that with how my work situation was. I rode a raft past an island with a tall candlelit tower. I rode a raft through the bottom of a massive canyon. It looks like there were buildings set into the cliff force high above. So my previous work scenario from like 2009 to 2014, and like I was working at that place remote in like 2008. That place was such a mess, and every place I've worked at has been a little bit better. And the place that I'm working at now is pretty alright. No major complaints, except for, game industry overall doesn't pay very well. And there might be 3 whole areas that I gotta go into that are as big and complex as that one. I will say I'm getting a bit tired of the keyboard and mouse controls in this game. It's just having to, in order to do the this boosty jump, I have to hold space and shift at the same time, and it just doesn't feel good. But I don't want to control the camera with an analog stick, so I'm kind of stuck. Unless this is one of those games that actually allows you to use, like, controller in one hand and the mouse in the other. An auto boost option? There probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there is. Well, you know what? We're getting out. We're not coming back. It doesn't matter. You can catch it, okay. I wasn't sure if like you can't light it or it won't work. But no, you can. I wonder if you can just wake up right away. Yeah, you can. Well, that saves me a second or two. I'm starting with shift every time I go to jump. It's killing me. Yeah, I want fine control for space movement. Okay, now these aliens blowing out the fire here doesn't seem as malicious as it did on the way in. Also, honestly, the creatures being basically like owl bear creatures makes a bit more sense now, with them being so light sensitive and being effectively nocturnal, it seems. It's kind of interesting how the game kind of seems to... They point out this place like I should be able to get back there. Oh yeah, probably because of a bridge there. Like I should stop and look as I'm going to try to get in. But there's nothing I see I can interact with there. Alright, we're in. That brings another one. Oh, maybe I need to interact with that. Wait. Wait for me. Or actually, you know, before... Hold on, what is this all about? Can I bring this back? Yeah. What is this all about, though? Does this just take me back? Well, whatever it is, I haven't done it yet, so I'm not ready for it, I guess. If I ever get, like, full control over an indie project or something... Ooh, the bell. I'm going to make it to where you can have whatever controls you want. And I know how to do it. There's nobody ever lets me do it. Sal, I'll figure it out later. I'm not in a rush. Oh, this does loop back around to this. Or no, this is not the tower. This is something else. Let's just let it take me there and see what I think. Drop me off. Drop me off. Let me over here. Oh, you could just walk off. You don't have to be all fancy jumping with it. This brings it back. Alright, I brought the fire to the bell. Hopefully you can see what that means. And there is the fancy, sister planet? I don't know what this is. I don't think this is their planet. If you can see it, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just like they have a vision of their planet from their non-space. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it is. It would be a gas giant, and I guess they wouldn't have, like, super great control over it. Ooh. It sounds like... Ooh, they mount the artifact into these things. I seem to be missing the object, though. Maybe I need to take it out instead. Can I pick it up? Oh, wait, hold on. Drop this artifact. Nope. Oh. Well, that looks like the... That looks like what I was looking at before. It seems to be just different angles of the thing I was at before. Oh, figures. So they take the artifacts. They... Something with a bell. They arrive at the bell. They look inside. You look inside. You see the inside. Somehow they end up there. They took it out of the bell? Oh, I guess it's not in there, right? Maybe this is where they took it out and they put it in the other... Like the other location. I need to see this again. Okay, they have the artifacts. They go inside. The bell is in this weird place. It's almost like they take this thing out of the dream world and put it into the real world. Somehow they're bringing it in and taking it out. Also, it must not be very heavy, or they're extremely strong, and both of those are interesting ideas. I wonder if this is the entire trip I can do out of here. I mean, if it's like the base game, then it you know, most of this is just gathering info and doesn't really do anything. But I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, I saw the spider, the Charlie spider train thing. Oh, I can't walk off. I have to jump. Guess that's fine. I'm not into horror games, so I think that is kind of lost on me. But I could. It seems novel for a horror game. Oh, there goes the dam. You like trains as a gameplay thing? I think my favorite train thing so far in video games has been suplexing them. I think some of my favorite gameplay stuff ends up being like sci-fi, laser beams that are sustained fire, alchemy, weird, like alternate, like this is fucked up style, like parallel worlds or timelines. Especially if they're used as late game content. What else? I like skill-based systems that feed into themselves. So basically, the better you do, the better you get. Like feedback loop type of systems. Yeah, fantasy's getting kind of tropey, and everybody started copying like all the aesthetic for fantasies become like Warcraft. Somewhere between like Warcraft 3 and League of Legends, and League of Legends is just copying Warcraft 3 and just softening it up a bit. And World of Warcraft pauldrons and shit. Which, like... I don't care about my ship. Just let me, like, just barely get in here. I like games that basically have sort of like, I mean, there's so many different things I like in games depending on what I'm looking at, but like, a Robot Named Fight had a very good, like, the big deal endgame area in that game is really great. The two of them, actually, for different reasons. One has some really great story stuff and aesthetics, and the other one is great, like, tone and pacing. There's been very few games that have done it really well, but I like games where there's been only like a couple that have done it. Games where you basically fight. Oh, it's the wrong one. You might do a boss fight or an enemy encounter, but it's got like a superpowered version of your skill set, your character skill set. So like, one or two games have done that. And depending on how the story contextualizes it, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, it's not like there's just one thing that I really enjoy, but that's sort of a initial list. I like games that don't overly tutorialize everything. And the tutorialization is kind of by the constraints of what you can do. Very like Mega Man X intro stage. Or, you know, Mario 1-1, whatever. You found over time it gets harder and harder to break down your enjoyment of games into distinct and technical categories. I think, honestly, that while that's complex and difficult to do, it's a possible thing, and I think the reason why I think that's the case is because Pandora Radio does a really good job of that. They spend a ton of time working on stuff like that. I need to get to this. I need to get to the other side of that. I think over time, given enough time, games will start to get categorized in the same way. Yeah, genre in categories, like any sort of category system is terrible. What you really need is basically tags with a radar chart per tag, or it's, at least a sort of significance indicator per tag. And if you don't have that, then it's impossible. Games have too much nuance, the same way that music have too much nuance. Music has way too much nuance to do a simple system like that. Oh, you're supposed to go around here, and this is how you start getting to where they show up. This is where I was before, I think. I'm starting to mentally map this for once. Am I visible to them? Oh, come on, don't snuff out my fire. No, let me close it, though. Aw, you suck. Okay, we're going back in. Okay, so they can see you, regardless of whether or not they can see your fire. I thought I could, like, hit the button to close it. You've had arguments with friends about what constitutes an MMO, because a lot of games do MMO mechanics. And you refuse to call them live services like the industry ones. Honestly, based on what I've seen, the industry is equally as confused about what to call these things, and it's just some idiot at the top is like, hey, we gotta pick a name because we need to classify these things. You need to define it enough to be marketable. Nobody at the ground developing games cares about what genre it is. Just like, I want to do a thing that has this. Wait, I gotta go back to the. I gotta like pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay, I went to the right. You think training to bad genre boundaries is actually a really big issue affecting how bigger games are made? You want to know why that happens though? It's not because game developers want to do that. It's because players are so fucking fickle that you can't like. It's very difficult to introduce players to a game without some sort of hook of like, hey, this is within a particular genre or relative to something you already like or whatever. I already did this portion of it. I gotta go back and cross that bridge. Like, you gotta remember, though, like, a lot of how games are made is because player psychology kind of forces it. If you're spending a lot of time and effort into a game, and especially a lot of money in a game, you're kind of stuck with whatever players will accept. And that's why, like, I'm glad for, like, I follow enough Twitter accounts and I see random gifts show up, and I'm like, hey, this looks interesting. I don't know what it is, but I want to see what it's all about. I don't know where. Oh, they're all coming out of here. Don't turn around. Oh, well, they're exiting their houses as they go. Did you leave the door open? No. Well, that's a bit of a spoiler because that tells me I don't need to be here. So they're tangible. Maybe I need to see where they're going. Come on. Oh, they're walking over to it. I just need to get behind one. Well, oh, there's a cave, yeah. Oh, and they go away too. Oh, I do not want to change my settings. That's what You know what it is? It's probably because they're assuming a click in the center of the screen, and that's where that option is. You know, they might have dissipated on their own. I might not have. I might have just. I probably could have just followed them, and then I would have been fine. Hey, thanks for the raid, Nick, welcome everybody. Nick, I think you would. I don't know if you're here yet, but I think you had already played through this, or are working through it. Have I learned anything new? Hey, Nick. The alien cube. I feel like I saw a tweet about that. Okay, nothing new yet. Played some of it was relatively new, but you didn't finish it. This DLC. Or no, you mean the alien cube. Yeah, you had mentioned that you had some prior exposure to it, I think. Oh, you mean the Outer Wilds? I'm playing through the DLC. I don't know if you've dug into the DLC, but it's a big deal, and we're about to go hit it. So, you know, spoilers. We're already in the spoiler zone, and it's going to get more spoilery as you go. So, you know, if unless you're fine with getting spoiled, it's time to go. But the DLC is good. I'm not yet convinced it's better than the base game, but it's good. Alright, I'm gonna go meander my way towards, you know, the meat. Alright, perfect landing. It's definitely a sort of spookier approach to Outer Wilds. Ah. I don't know where I got it in my head that I need to hold the... Oh, you know what it is? It's because of the artifacts make me think I need to hold F. I bet you there's a closer one of these that I'm missing, and this pit stop is totally unnecessary. I know I've seen one in a closer area, I just don't remember where it was. Alright, we're getting out. It's fine. I definitely like that it doesn't seem to be very big on, like, proper jump scares, because I can't stand those. I'm fine with just making things creepy and ominous. And that's why if everything works out this month, then I'll finally get around to having my proper playthrough of Darkwood somewhere like mid to late this month. Wait, I need to keep that. You went back to the Hidden Gorge? That's rough. That is a long trek. And then you'd have to loop back around or something. Unless each of these... Well, I don't know. Don't say it. Unless each of these rooms all leads to the same place. I kind of feel like it might because... And don't spoil it, but I kind of feel like it might because if it doesn't, then... This DLC suddenly is way more massive than I could have imagined. He played a super jump scary game called Hellseed after the Alien Cube one. I don't have the heart for jump scares. They feel cheap for me. Got chased through a wine cellar by an annoying lady for nearly an hour. Yeah, once the jump scariness wears off, it just becomes like, I know right around the corner here somewhere is like what I'm looking for. Right. I literally got sidetracked. Okay, let's go back around. I know that you hit a certain point. So you get this, you go back around. Oh, you know what? I won't be able to see it until I do this first, probably. I hope that's enough. Oh, that's what I want, right there. Here we go. And I think there should be a bridge. Here we go. This is where I start going in that trek where I need to go and find the... I need to go and chase the aliens. The bridge is like... I'm not sure I'm going the right way anymore. Here, yeah. I need to get behind them. Don't you dare turn around. Oh, it's so close. Oh, I'm getting close to their party. I'm having trouble eyeballing chat while I do this, so apologies if I miss stuff. I have to wait or I'm gonna get caught. Oh, sorry, everybody. Ooh, is there one that wants to talk to me and that's why they're all leaving and watching me with their lanterns all closed? Hey. I'm sorry. Wait though. You're just gonna do the thing. Maybe I need to watch their ceremony. Oh, I gotta not let that go. Yeah, it's like I just want to, have a beer and whatnot. I don't mean any harm. Let me have an hors d'oeuvre or two. Like a pig in a blanket or sure, you got like a charcuterie plate or something. By the way, this will probably be my last run for now because I do have some errands I gotta go to pretty soon. And then I'll be back. Gotta pick up groceries. And that was like the only time slot. Ah. If there was a button to conceal my light that was not a hold, I want to go find that, I think. Yeah, it's funny how, like, that's kind of the curse of indie games in a lot of cases. Like, the controls are often not super refined, and some accessibility stuff is often missed. Keybound it to shift, but then I'm gonna miss shift to something. I'll need a whole separate setup. Like, I can already feel, like, as I'm doing WASD with my, with some fingers, and I'm doing, I'm holding the button with my left index finger. I can feel the strain. I wonder where I should be. Why do the lights turn on? I'm not allowed to leave either. You guys are dicks. Oh, maybe it's because I'm not walking into position or something. Or, oh, I don't know, actually. What time is it? I have time for one more. You never know how appropriate it is to be upset at anybody if they have or haven't added certain features. I don't know if it's like something to be that I'm really upset about, but it's like, you know, indies are not like as well versed in all the random stuff you encounter gameplay, like game or gameplay wise, to handle all that. But the other thing is that, like, they don't have the resources to do it all. So like AAA, I can be more upset about if they miss something, because it's like they need a giant audience just to exist. Even if they do like make crappy financial decisions of like, oh well, these are only like 0.1% of the population, so we're not going to support them, even though they want to play games too. For indies, I can kind of understand it because they have no budget, and then they're forced to, because people would give them the perspective that games need to be cheap. Like, indies can't be above $30 or whatever, or otherwise nobody's gonna buy them. Indies have like they A, don't have a lot of income coming in, and B, the income per sale isn't that high. So what are they gonna do? I think there are references though that can fill in a lot of the blanks for indie developers. Like, not only do they have a bunch of GDC videos that are actually good, but like even Microsoft has put up a giant accessibility guideline thing that's public, and it's good. It surprisingly is actually good. On top of, like, if you research like lot check and cert, the reason why a lot of games don't go out, a lot of that stuff is accessibility related. Let alone stuff like, you know, oh, we have, you know, you have a, you know, especially when overscan is a thing, stuff that allowed compatibility with the majority of TVs and stuff. were being covered. So like, it's definitely, you know, there are resources out there. Although I will admit that I think that there is not some manner of like free open indie solution that covers like how does input work and like, you know, here's the standards that you should meet, or even things like why not have some sort of indie consortium slash QA resource that is more available to indies slash not extremely expensive or whatever to allow a lot of the obvious stuff to get sorted out. Yeah, colorblind modes have become what game did I play recently that had a colorblind mode? Okay, so get this. Okay, so there's this game that I played recently that basically had sort of a demo. Is this the right one? Yep. Sort of a prologue demo, like a vertical slice. Hey, thanks for the resub, Dan. Welcome back. Project Grove has colorblind modes. And actually, Nick, if you would play this other game with grappling hooks, where it's like it was sort of like a slow climbing Zen game. Project Grove like presents itself from the outside as being like a alchemy-focused alchemy game, but really it seems to be a sort of a platformer in the same vein with a little bit of puzzle elements. You might be interested in it. But when I first went to go play Project Grove, the prologue for it, it didn't have invert Y, but it had colorblind settings. Oh, there's my reminder. So I probably have to go pretty soon. Also, that proves out that feature in my chatbot, because I wrote it and I never really put it to use. Lorne's Lure, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think the stuff that like I guess like The Last of Us and I think Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Mans did. I think that sort of stuff is sort of like the sort of showcase proof of concept for that sort of stuff, but I don't think it's something that will be consistently applied to AAA games. Not right away. I think over time that'll get adopted, but I think that's sort of like they're sort of showcasing and kind of proving it out and seeing what people think. Yeah, somebody has to go in and make it a thing first and inspire people and set the standard. I'm gonna say God of War 2018 and Ghost of Tsushima were also good. I have no idea. I'm not extremely versed in AAA games anymore. I just know the couple standouts that people were talking about. I seem to not really touch AAA games that much. A lot of it for me was like they stopped targeting their 60 FPS, and I sort of tuned out. But a lot of it, the gameplay got kind of repetitive and not interesting as well. I think I have a straight shot here. Don't think there's any water. I heard God of War was good. I don't know if it's... My initial impression was that I didn't see anything gameplay. Like, I know they're doing things that are aesthetic and visual and technical that were good, but like, gameplay-wise, I don't know. Not that after the first two God of Wars, they were doing anything special by the third. Yeah, mechanically I'm not sold on it. But if I get a PS5 and I like if it either goes on sale or if I end up with nothing else to do, I'll pick it up. The only reason why I want a PS5 right now is for Returnal and nothing else. And it's not even that the gameplay has to be amazing or the way it's a roguelite has to be amazing. It's the aesthetic and the pacing and everything. The atmosphere seems to appeal to me a lot. It very much reminds me of you know, Outland or any of those types of games. All right, let's see what this see if I get this right this time. I think I just need to get into place. Yeah. There's a spot right here for me. No! Why though? I was behaving. You were using that chair. It could be that I need to do this from the one that actually has an open slot. Because like these are all. Do you even have a head? Hold on, I need to get a fire again. Or just do that. Yeah, you have a head. One of these had an open slot. And I think that might be the key. It's because like I think there's like an empty spot over here. And maybe they don't like that I'm there unless there's an opening for me. Yeah, I don't know. You did play all the God of War games? Because you wouldn't consider yourself... But you wouldn't consider yourself a big fan of the series? I think the first one was good until the final boss. I think the second one was good earlier on, but didn't have a great payoff. I think the third one was alright, but just... The third one, I think, was obviously the best looking one, but, like... It's, I almost kind of feel like it didn't... The ending was cool, but the rest of it kind of didn't really do much for me. And then, you know, Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta were okay, but I don't remember anything super noteworthy besides they were on PSP. I mean, they worked well enough for PSP. I don't think they ran 30 FPS. A spectacle movie with heart to it. That's kind of where I kind of feel like that was, like what I've seen, it seems that was what they were going for sure. It doesn't, it seems like the story really has to work for you, otherwise it's just kind of mediocre. Like, it's fine, but it definitely feels like one of those things where, if the gameplay doesn't appeal to you, the story is only going to be okay. Or maybe the other way around as well. If the, you know, if the you need both of those to be pretty alright. You can actually meditate to activate the sleep worlds. Ah, damn it. I'll give it. I guess anytime when you go to sleep, right? You're right. Well, that's cool. And then you're not forced to wait a known amount of time. Well, actually, how long would it take then? Would it just kick you out immediately? Because normally it goes the full 22 minutes or whatever. What happens if I meditate now? Okay, and then they kill you. Okay. No, no weird Inception type of thing going on. It just kicks you right on out.